Hey guys, Jacob with Jacob Comics. Happy New Comic Book Day, February 5th, 2025. Hope all you guys found all your books in your cubby, on the new comic book shop wall, or mailed to you, however you guys get your books. I hope you found all the books that you're looking for this week. I know I did here in the loud, mysterious black bag. Before we get dived into that, I do want to let you guys know about my Whatnot shows and some Fun Times mystery boxes. Every box comes with one CGC 9/8 slab and 5 exclusive comics, 2 virgins, 3 trades. Come check me out on Whatnot. Click the links below. Without further ado, really light week this week. As usual, I read all the books and we'll, no spoilers, talk about my feelings on the 2 books that I read this week. I don't know why it was such a light week for the first week of the month. Mysterious black bag out of the way. But it was kind of strange. It's not like I'm not getting anything. I think I'm getting like 9 titles maybe. Like I've talked about before, I try to keep it to a minimum and read a bunch of stuff on Marvel Unlimited now, so that way I'm not breaking the bank every week. I just can't afford it, guys. But here we've got Wolverine number 6. Lands in my number 2 spot. Continuing this adamantine storyline. And I'm having fun with it, man. Like, this issue was maybe a little formulaic as far as the word bubbles and kind of like what people were saying. I'm not quite sure it hit the highs of issue 1 or even to issue 2. It's probably a little bit of a step down in quality, but we're moving the story forward and kind of using some of those tropish, formulaic, delivery of lines to get us to a point where we're gonna have some more interesting stuff happen. Because not too much happened in this issue. Maybe a little bit there at the end. There's kind of a reveal of who's possibly behind everything that's been happening right now, and I had no idea who it was. I'm not fully caught up on my Wolverine lore, and I was like, "Who's that? Okay, cool. He looks kind of cool." Sorry, guys. Hey, if you know who it is, in the comments below. I enjoyed it. The arts was really on point again, and we sadly, guys, in my number 1 spot, Batman 157, we have the final Chip Zdarsky issue, and Chip Zdarsky's run has actually been one of my favorite runs on Batman in recent memory, and so I'm sad to see him go. This issue felt a tad rushed. Like, I think it could have been 3 issues with what happens in this book. But, I'm all for wrapping stuff up quickly sometimes. I bet this reads great in a trade, too, because his run just wasn't very long. I want to say 12 to 15 issues. Might have even just been that perfect 12 for a trade. But this was really cool. And there was some thoughts in here that, kind of stuck in my brain a little bit and made me really think. And upon thinking, I had a little bit of a well up of emotions from reading this issue. And as usual here on the channel, if a comic can elicit any emotion from me, I'm always gonna give it a massive thumbs up, and it's usually gonna hit the number 1 spot, because what more do we want from our whatever medium of entertainment that we're watching or reading or whatever it is? What more do we want than for that to elicit some sort of emotional response? Sometimes that emotional response can be so strong that you may only ever visit that media once in your life, but it leaves a lasting impact that's felt throughout the rest of your life. Other times that there's more of a happy kind of a feeling that you get, and so maybe you revisit that movie many times throughout your life, and so that again creates this kind of resonance or connection to that particular piece of art, whether it be a movie, a TV show, or a comic book. And I really do think that Chip's run here wrapped up in a way for me that paid off in an emotional way, and that is the highest praise I think that I can give art and a comic in a storytelling medium. And so for that, I've got to give it a thumb. It was a great read. I've got to recommend this run by Chip, and though we end on a kind of a sad note, Chip's leaving, and he left us on an emotional high. Like, this is a story that I would revisit, and left me with, even though I felt these emotions, it was for like good reasons, you know what I'm saying, and for hope in humanity, and all of us kind of understanding one another, and I appreciate that from this small run that we got. And the next issue of Batman is, I feel like, really gonna raise the stakes here, guys, because we're getting part 2 to Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee's famous Hush run, and I'm super excited. I can't wait for 158 and some Jeff Loeb, Jim Lee action. Like I said, though, I kind of feel like it's sad that I feel like Chip maybe had to go, or maybe he didn't have to go. He could have wrote more, but they were like, we want to bring on, Jim and Jeff have this great idea, and we want to let them do that. And I agree with that. But I'm also like, oh man, would have loved to get another 12 issues out of Chip, because his Batman's been really good. Well, that's what I have today, guys. As always, hope you guys enjoyed the comics that you got this week. Come hang out with us on Whatnot. You don't even have to buy anything. Any support's appreciated. Just hanging out in the chat and talking about comics. You can come in and ask me, talk a little more. We can talk a little more spoiler heavy on Whatnot about what issues we read and what we thought of them and the exact points and details. But anyways, that's all I have today, guys. As always, we'll see you guys next week, and have a great day.